Okay, so I think I left off last with coordinating my plumbing drawing with my HVAC, and it looks like even though this problem was solved, then I look out toward the end of my sanitary waste and I have exhaust, and it looks like a return is out here. So that is not going to supply air. I don't think that really matters. Return air. I think I'm gonna have to go back to repositioning all of this, because this is not gonna work. So, but it doesn't look like I have a lot of room here. There's a lot of coordination that needs to go on. There's not a lot of room in here for me to go up. Why did this change, or what's going on here? Let's look at my first floor. That's the first floor, and let's turn on my mechanical. And it's down here. Oh, okay. So there is an offset here. Just me playing around. I think I was just playing around with this. So there's an offset. So it did go up. I mean, I changed it to go up. So it's in the right plane because I moved it. Because if you look at, let's look at this section view. Okay, I'm going to come down in there real close so I can place this guy about right here. And now go 90. And if we look at this section, we can see that there's an offset. So the original duct was here, okay, where the main pipe is. And can I undo? Yeah, okay. So this is where it was, and coming out to here, the supply and the return is in my way, Oh man. So maybe I can offset these. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. Oh, make this an offset. Okay, seems like everything's okay now. With the mechanical, they lifted their these two pipes, well, their ductwork. It's ductwork. What is that? Let's do this. I was just gonna call those out. I don't. Well, you know what? Just for an exercise. So you kind of hover over and tab, right? And left click to get this property. And it is a round duct, and it's supply. So escape, hover, use your tab key, use your left mouse to select, and you find out that it is a returned air. So that's how you find out stuff that's in another model. For example, if somebody wanted to know what these, so those, all of this is mine. These two looks like it's coming from somewhere else, but we don't know. So hover, make sure your select links is on. So you kind of hover over it, put your mouse in the area that's will overlap what it is you're trying to identify, right? So my mouse is here, tab. Okay, sometimes you may need to cycle through a tab sequence. So tab, 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 because there's nothing near it, right? Remember in AutoCAD how you how you couldn't erase, right? Because one line or maybe three lines was on top of one line and you had to figure out which one it was. This was before you could cycle through Like for example, you can cycle through these two, right? Because you had to somehow get close in order to erase or identify something in AutoCAD. Y'all remember that? But now you just cycle through, right? Just kind of hover over in this area. I would say right here. And tab, tab, tab. See how everything cycles? Just cycling through something just to get your mouse on or get your selection the one you want. Yeah, those were the good old days. So yeah, you just hover over, tab, and then you can get your properties over here. Okay, so now let's go back to the first floor. So all of that is cleared out, and can go back. Let's turn off the mechanical, and let's do this, and let's do this until we need mechanical services again. But we are at, okay, looks like I need to correct this floor drain. I need a section. This is my section. So let's go over. That's my floor drain. Let's get down into the nitty gritty of it and rotate negative 90. But in my case, it's always going to be 90 or 45 or some number, some absolute number. Where am I going? 90? Yeah. Okay. Now let's look at that section. See what kind of damage we're in, if any. Ooh, I think I can go up. Yeah. Okay. So again, the slope. No slope. Let's see. Is there a slope? I should be sloping here. Right? Slope. Yeah. Okay. 8. Should I slope here? It's so close. I usually don't slope these pipes because it's, you know, the contractor is going to slope these guys. But for Revit, I usually don't. But for an exercise, what we're trying to do is coordinate this horizontal with this dot that's coming out toward us out of the page, in other words. So if we, again, if we eyeball this, right, and go and use my arrow key without going through an exercise that usually works, I'm going to try this and see what happens. So that's a 3. This should be a 4. This is a 3 inch. Okay. Now let's see what happens. Let's turn off the vent system. Let's see what is going to happen. All right. That's rare. Let's turn that into a wire combo. Okay, that's good. Let's see what have we got here. That looks like a shaft. That looks like a shaft. I'm going to turn on my mechanical and see what's going on. Yep, that is a mechanical shaft that I am going through, and I cannot do that. I shouldn't do it. So we are gonna see what's going on. I'm gonna have to bring this down. It just makes sense. So let's see. I think let's cut this pipe and turn my links off so I'm not seeing the bright red. Erase. Yeah, this is a shaft. So let's go here. Let's turn this guy off. That one off. This one, delete, and I'll come to my fitting and delete, because you have to delete your fitting off of the main pipe. Let's back up. That's the fitting, and you have to delete from this elbow. I don't know why they call it an elbow. I guess because this would represent, let's see, what's the family editor? I bet it says elbow or some kind of always vertical. Part type is a T. There's an elbow in here somewhere, isn't it? Yeah, this one. I thought that's what it was going to say, elbow here, part-time. Part type. So it says T. Okay, that looks like a T. But anyway, let's go back. Anyway, so to delete this without choosing this minus sign, you're going to get a disconnect here. Okay, and you don't want that. So let's back up the train and try it again. And see? Okay. So where am I? Okay. So what I want to do, I don't want to, that's the shaft, we know that. I'm going to bring this down. Let's see if everything else will come with it. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to stay in this area. I'm going to just stay right here because I don't want to mess with that shaft. Okay. Now, let's see. I think let's make sure that we're in a good spot over here. So I'm going to rotate this 90 degrees. Rotate here 90. Okay, and let's take a look and make sure my pipe is okay. Down here. Is that 2? Okay, so that's 2. Let's go up. I think this is my pipe. Yeah, okay. So everything else, it looks good. It looks good. Let's stretch this out. Let's go. See this far clip offset? That controls the depth of the section that you're looking. And we are looking west, so I'm going to make this, because I don't see the grips. I mean, I could go out and scroll down, and here it is right here, you see. Now, if you watch, if you see this, and see this clip is going to increase, okay? So once we are finished, that's going to increase to 9. I was going to use 10, but I'm going to go back. Okay, so there's nothing interfering with my sanitary, which is good. Okay, and let's turn this off. Turn off the mechanical. Let's turn that off. And what's going on with the plumbing here? Let's look at this. Let's look at the overall. I kind of get a kick out of the overall. Overall, let's get a reference. Overall. And let's see what we got. Let's take it to the house. And we have too much information on. Let's turn off the mechanical and turn on the architect. Oh, you know what? Let's turn off all 3 of the disciplines and take a look at what we got. Only. Overview. Now, what's going on with the urinals and the water closets? Oh, okay, I see what's going on. Okay. It's a little clean out there. And it's going down. So I think let's go back. So what we're trying to do because there's a shaft here. I'm looking for a spot that I can what do I want to turn off? Yeah, let's turn off the vent. And maybe plumbing fixtures. I think I'll keep these. I'm thinking, is that enough room for a 3-inch combo? But then I have to, well, I've already passed this, so I think what I can do is, let's go back and use 2 offsets. Here, draw my pipe up 45, or maybe even 30. No, I need to go up maybe about in this area. So I'm gonna go up 135 and then come this way. Okay, let's see what we got. And just as another way to coordinate your drawings, you can select this guy or select this pipe, and go to collaborate and coordinate review or interview. Interference check. Run interference check with these pipes that I've selected, and I'm gonna run the interference with the mechanical duct, flex duct, mechanical. Okay, those 5. Let's see what happens. No interference detected. Okay, so you could, I mean, the options are there, right? 2 overall. We can do this, and we can, where's our pipe is here. Or I think what I usually like to do is come here and do my 3D section. And at the same time, I'm thinking which is quicker, to run the interference check or to do this. Okay, let's see. I don't know which is quicker. See, there's nothing interfering with it. See, so let's turn that off. So now what I need to do is bring my section view over, because I need to find out how much I'm off with if I'm gonna fit this in here. Okay, so let's do this. Run a placement here. Nope. Let's go here again. Let's try it again. Rotate, place in view, here, down, and then 90. Okay. And I like to use about 10. It's already 9, so I'm going to use 0, 10. Okay. So that I can bring my clip closer. And let's see what we got. Ooh. Wow. Oh, I can go down. Ha ha. I can connect from the top. Connect from the top. Connect from the top. Yes. And now let's go here. You see, connect from the top. Where am I? That's not it. It's here. Okay. So you connect from the top, which looks good, and I'm going to change this to a Y, because I need to see how much room I have in here. Okay. Just barely made it, huh? So are we still counting fixtures? Yeah, okay, that's good. Let's see, are there any other loose items? See any other loose, well, no, because we already counted up the fixtures. Everything looks good. What's that? Oh, okay, that's the basement. So that's coming from the basement. It's going up. And we're going down. Okay, this is coming from the basement. I was wondering where this was going. Okay, and it's going down, connecting to the main. All of this is being coordinated, so everything looks good. Now, I wonder if I do this tab, 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 and do that, right? Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Interference check, run check. Okay, that's good. Then I'm going to do the mechanical and do all of these 5 again. Mechanical equipment, say okay. See what happens. No interference detected. Yeah, that's what we like. You know, we can go through the Navisworks route, but I mean, you can coordinate here also, right? You can coordinate here also. So I would advise you to coordinate as soon as possible, just like when we were looking at this ductwork, right? And we had our mechanical interfering, you know, in here, where the changes were made here and the changes were made back here. I don't know if you can see that. There's an offset here. Okay. So once you make these, once you note that these are interference, then you can immediately, you know, go to the mechanical, send an email, send him a cut sheet, or you know, something that's gonna produce an image. You know, you can always let's go to this section. Let's go to this section. All right, you can go to this section. Is that 2 or 6? That's 2. Okay. Go to this section. Here, 2. You can go here, right? And if it was interference, let's say this was an interference. So you would come here and you would take a screenshot of this, right? And email it, detailing out, you know, what the difference is and why the mechanical should move, you know. That's up very high, but it's okay, you know. Okay. It's okay. All right. Okay, so I think that I'm going to finish. I'm going to stop here and get back with you guys at another day. So I hope that helped someone, and I will talk to you guys later.